You haven't seen me in a while. There's a reason for that. And let me explain it to you. Because as you know, one thing about Ori Spado, I tell you the truth, and I give you facts. So you might like today's show, you might not like it. Now, folks, the reason you haven't been seeing me, Carl Broski, how you doing? New guy here, Carl. I haven't seen you before. Thank you for coming. There's Agent Orange. Candy Smith, thank you everybody for coming here. There's my Mandy. Everybody say hi to Mandy. Folks, as you know, I had a surgery a couple weeks ago. All right, for the heart. Things are going good. Of course, you know, they put you on all these medications. It's made me very tired, and I was sleeping a lot. But now I'm getting my energy back. So you're going to see more of me. But folks, I want to tell you, if you want to see me every day, go to my Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. I got to tell you something. I got really seriously loyal people there. Okay? You know how many people, subscribers? I lost 75 subscribers because I haven't been here. Okay? Can you believe that? There's no loyalty on YouTube. But then again, how could I expect loyalty when people and got the biggest followers are all rats? Yeah. So people who are following rats means they want to be a rat. And that's my theory. Like it, don't like it, I don't give a shit. Okay? And it's like I told you the last time. Do not subscribe to my channel. Do not. Unless you are respectful, loyal, and honorable. Hello, Donna. How are you, honey? Jeffrey? All right? Yeah, folks, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back stronger than ever. All right? I'm not letting the old man enter this body. Okay? Hear that again. I am not allowing the old man to come into this body. All right? That's what I am. All right, folks, let's talk about. We got a war going on. We got a war. We have our president telling us that they obliterated Iran. They obliterated all their stuff. Look at, we got airplanes, we got rockets, we got everything over there. Yes, we do have the most powerful military in the world. Yeah. You see how quick people leave here? There's no loyalty here. People come in for a second and they think they know everything and they go. All right? This is why I'm going to be spending more time on my other social media platforms, folks. Okay? Because I'm loyal, I expect it in return. Like it, don't like it, I don't give a shit. Okay? I'm going to do what I want to do for the remaining years that I have on this earth. Okay? And if I can't tell you the truth, I won't say anything. All right? Okay. Here we are. Trump says we obliterated. You know what the word obliterated means? It means we destroyed them. But then we're sending 50,000 troops there. Why? Does Trump think that we're stupid? Yes, he does. So does the senator and the congressman that you want voted in the office. You think they're going to do something miraculous for you. And you hope that they do, and you pray that they do. They're not going to do a damn thing for you. Just like government jobs used to be the best jobs in the world. Working for the government, you knew you had a steady paycheck. That's not the case no more. Look at all these guys, TSA, okay? Not getting paid. And Trump does a big thing. He signs an executive order. After they miss 2 months of pay, he signs an executive order. He could have done that in the beginning, but he didn't do it. So now he wants to be a hero for that when he's telling Congress, don't vote on the bill. Do you want really understand what he's doing? And I voted for him. I tell you the truth, I voted for him. He was the best choice that we had. All right? Von Schreiner, I disagree. Okay? And I hope the American people are getting smarter. I hope they're starting to recognize. Okay, you've seen all the confusion and everything that went on at the airport. But yet, Congressman Johnson, who's the head of the Congress of the United States of America, he gave Congress 2-week vacation. 2-week vacation. First of all, why are they getting a vacation? They haven't done nothing. Why do they get a vacation? And do you think they're going to catch a commercial plane to go back home? Do you think so? No, they don't. They fly private. And who pays for it? You don't pay for it. You pay for it. The money comes from their campaign funds. Yeah, Google it. Check it out. You'll see that I'm right. Folks, the older I get, the more I see what's going on in this country. Okay? No King's rally. Drew big crowds all around the country. Why didn't they just call it We Hate Trump Day? That's all they had to do. It's the same thing. All right? No kings. They're designated towards Trump. Are these people stupid? They waste their time to go to these rallies? Have any of you gone to these rallies? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Robin, no, you are not. You're wrong there. All right? Any government job pay gets stopped. Congress and Senate pay stop. No, they don't. They continue to get their pay. Robin, check it out, okay? You see, people want to leave a comment. They think they know something when they don't. The whole company, Burger King, got rid of their king. I don't know about Burger King. Can't tell you the last time I went to a Burger King. They're closing them all around there. All right? No, what else was I going to talk about today, folks? All right? Their pay should stop, Robin, but it doesn't. See, they make the laws. They could make the laws that there should be not ever a government shutdown, but they won't do it. No matter what branch of the U.S. government, everybody working there is robbing us. Everybody. Everybody, they want to talk about this girl Crockett. They want to talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene. They want to talk about Nancy Pelosi. Those aren't the only ones robbing us. Every single congressman, every single senator are robbing us. And it goes right to the top, to the executive branch, the president. You know how many billions of dollars that Donald Trump has made since he's been in office this time, folks? And by the time he's finished, he might be a trillionaire. Yeah. Now everything, the war in Iran, the war in Iran. How quick everybody has forgotten that we still have a war going on in the Ukraine. Has everybody forgotten that? Oh, yeah. Everybody's forgotten about the Ukrainians. They're still getting bombed every day by Russia. Okay? Nothing has changed. Day one, I'll stop the war in the Ukraine. Day one, I'll stop the war in Ukraine. Who said that? I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Who said it, folks? Leave me a comment. Do you know who said that? All right? Oh, his family. You notice how he didn't put Jared Kushner in his cabinet? But yet he has Jared Kushner negotiating peace with Iran and supposedly Ukraine and Russia. Why? Folks, every time I say why, it has to do because of the money. Have I ever made a mistake? I made a lot of mistakes, Robin. All right? Wyatt Earp, how you doing, my friend? And folks, like I told you in the beginning, okay? I don't give a shit if you subscribe to my channel or not, okay? And don't subscribe unless you are respectful, honorable, and loyal. Otherwise, I don't want you, okay? It goes both ways here, folks. Both ways. Greg Courtney, your grandfather, 90 years old. God bless him. All right? What else was I going to talk about? Ukraine. TSA, not getting paid. People have to wait 5 to 8 hours in line to go on an airplane, fly someplace. All right? Because our government, our people, our congressmen got a 2-week vacation. All right? Gas prices. Everybody thinks the gas prices are going to go down if he ends the war. Well, first of all, he's not ending the war, which is quite obvious. Otherwise, he wouldn't be sending our troops on the ground to Iran. Okay? And gas prices will not go down drastically if he did end it. You're still waiting for prices to go down from the pandemic. How many years ago was that? How many years ago did we had the pandemic, folks? Grocery store prices had not gone down. Not here in California. And from my friends in Florida, Tennessee, New York, they all tell me their prices are higher than here. All right? Six years since the pandemic, and grocery store prices have not gone down, and they will not. All right? No, Rick, it's not just because I'm from California. Yes, we are the worst, okay? Newsom with his gas tax, okay, has screwed us over and over. Okay? There's no reason why the average gas price in the United States is $3 and what is it now? Okay, $3.94, something like that. Okay, but yet we got as high as $7 or $8 here in California. All right, 302 in Texas. Okay, all right. Cheapest you're going to find it around here is about 5.85 a gallon. Okay, and that's the score. That's the score in California. Okay, and people want to vote Newsom for president? Are you serious? Anybody that votes for Newsom for president probably does not listen, read, or write. All right? And for all my California friends out there, wake up. Smell the roses. Okay? Because you did it to yourself by voting these people in. $3 in Arkansas. Thank you, Rick. Folks, I got a Beverly Hills High School down the street. There's an oil well on the ground of Beverly Hills High School. Burton Way, you got oil wells. You have oil wells here in California on some of our streets. So we have a lot of oil. This guy Chris wants Newsom for 2028. Are you serious? Yeah, green grapes, $10. Yeah. Everything's $10. You notice that? Everything's $10. And now they charge you 10 cents for a bag. We never paid for bags before. And now we're paying for bags? Robin, take a ride around Los Angeles, okay? I'll take you for a ride. Come here. I'll show you all the refineries we got. Take a ride down La Cienega Boulevard to the airport, okay? On both sides of the road, you got these oil pumping, all right? So don't think prices are going to go down, all right? Please, be more intelligent than that, folks. Yeah, Stacy, I heard things are going crazy in Florida even, okay? Well, I never remember a Rolex costing $10. Yeah, okay. We got an oil specialist over here. All right? This Robin. Oil wells are not refineries. Well, come on over here. I'll show you the refineries. All right? We have them. All right? Wake up. Where do you get this freaking information from, folks? Okay? Santa, they're all over California. I disagree with you, Spartacus. God is dead. How can you even say that? All right? That's what I mean. That's the kind of disrespectful son of a bitches that come here on YouTube. But I don't get them on, I get respect on TikTok and Instagram. All right? I come here to try to teach these kids things, okay? They don't want to listen. You know that today, all right, they had a big special yesterday on TV on Live Nation. Kids 30 years old, in their 30s, They're not dating. They're not getting married. And they're not having children. Okay? What's up with that? You know what's up with it? Social media, folks. Yeah. Yeah, they just got to find all the social media companies last week in court because what they do to children, all right? But you think children are the only ones addicted to the social media platform? No, you are, I am, we all are, okay? No matter what age we are, all right? You know, Chris, California only date Japanese women. I've heard that before from other people. Find me one, okay? Everything is so expensive. You don't even need a grocery. You go in the grocery store and spend $100. You don't even need a bag to carry it home in. You could put it under your arms. And prices are not going to go down because the grocery stores are not going to lower the prices. Okay? They are not going to lower the prices. Mandy, is there anything I forgot to talk about today? Because I can go on for hours, but I want to eat my lunch today. All right? Wyatt Earp, I'm getting better. Thank God. You know, every day for 35 days, I had to go to my doctor's office and they put this pulsating machine on me to circulate my blood. Uh, it's like, you know, when you get older, it's like, don't go to the hospital. You go to the hospital for one thing, they're going to find 10 other things wrong with you. It's just part of getting old, okay? I made sausage and peppers for lunch today. Well, Robin, when I started, they were 23 cents a pack, okay? I hope so, Chris. Hmm? Hmm. Went down on that 12-9 this quarter. Diabetes. Let's talk about diabetes. You know, my father, I have the same thing my father had. Diabetes and problems with the heart. When my father had diabetes, they didn't have the kind of testing equipment that we have now that you know what your number is, okay? In those days, it was a strip, but you had to pee on it. And it would, a certain color, tell you if it's high. The only medication they had was insulin. 85 years ago, if you got diabetes, you were lucky if you lived 2.5 years. Nowadays, you could live there with it for the rest of your life because we had a lot of great things that happened in that field. Metformin became the wonder drug, okay? But you know what? They found my creatine level and my kidneys are high, so they're telling me do not take metformin because metformin could increase and damage your kidneys. So here you are taking a drug for one good thing, helping with this thing, but it could affect others. The doctor put me in the hospital, they put me on 4 different medications, okay? Immediately, my doctor, boom, take this off, take this off. All right, they had me on one. Yeah, it might help me over here, but it's going to damage my liver over here. So every medicine we have in this country, all right, it might have a good effect, it's going to have a bad effect. Okay? I hope you are Agent Orange. That's it. On the diabetes, yeah, you live 2.5 years. So see how far we come along? All right? But you got to be careful with every single medicine. Check out your doctor prescribed something for you, Google it, and understand it, folks. All right? They always tell you the good stuff, but when you read the bad stuff, it's going to do. Okay? You know, my son tells you know, let me tell you, folks, if we ate correctly, if we ate properly and correctly in this country, which is almost impossible because our FDA requires so much garbage in our food. I spent 3 weeks in Italy several years ago. 3 weeks in Italy. I never had to take my insulin or my metformin. All right? I ate pasta. I ate pizza. I ate anything I wanted. I had desserts and everything you could imagine. And my sugar didn't go up at all. The wine over there is fantastic. But when they import it here in this country, they got put garbage in it because of our FDA. Everything we do in this country, we are controlled by one or other of the departments we have in the United States. And they're damaging us. Take, for example, look at, and it's true. I asked my doctor, I showed my doctor. There was somebody, a Japanese gal, showing a Japanese strawberry and an American strawberry. The Japanese had no pesticides in it. But the ones made here, grown here in America, okay, they put all this pesticide on the fields, okay? You ought to see what comes out of it, folks, okay? Our government wants us to die. They don't want us around a long time. Diabetes, almost unheard of in Vietnam and other countries, all right? Cancer warning on bread. You know, folks, I thought I went through a bad thing. My neighbor, a man much younger than me, tells me yesterday he's got pancreatic cancer. It just shook me up, much younger than me. I could be happy with what I got. I could live with it. I could make it better. All right? Chris, my mate in London, Joey Pyle, he spends 6 months a year in Thailand. All right, he does FaceTime with me and shows me everything he's doing, eating, drinking, the girl, all the fun he's having. And boy, you could rent these mansions, all right? Very cheap. I gotta get there. I gotta get to Thailand. Yeah. All right, folks, I think I took up enough of your time today. I want to thank you all for coming, okay? I did. I want to read something. This was a comment on an interview, okay? Because you all know that I was a Hollywood fixer, all right? Irish Green, I don't know if you're here. I hope you are, and I hope that you hear this. I want to thank you, my friend, and yes, I remember Big Red. Good interview, Jesse and Ori. Ori's getting old, but back in the day in LA, when he moved out there, he knew cops, politicians, county clerks, and pulled a few good con jobs on people, mostly in LA. Not sure what Ori did in New York City. He did do a lot with Sonny because he was a money maker and Sonny liked money makers. Jimmy Kashi, my friend, was a New York guy who moved to LA, had a nice little bookmaking business there. My brother was a teamster there. My brother was a teamster. On Anthony Quinn's movie, Across 110th Street. Listen to this, folks. Which had Yaphet Kotto in it before he was in The Wire. He also met Ori on the set of that movie in Harlem because the black guys acted up a bit, and my brother was a big red-headed Irishman. They moved him over to work security, and Ori was the one who okayed the move. I think Michael Franchese is pissed because Ori knew Sonny better than Michael did. Vinny Irish Green, my brother's name was Patrick Paddy Arrett. Maybe Ori remembers him. Yes, I do. So, folks, I tell you what I did about how I saved that picture to get made to keep it in budget. There's a man that remembers all these years. That was in the 70s, folks. Okay, the early 70s. So when I tell you something, I'm not bullshitting. I'll come back and I'll tell you other stories, other movies that because of me, they got made on budget. Folks, I want to thank you all for coming. I thank you for listening to me. All my love and respect to you. I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.